YouTube, herzlich willkommen. Wir sind immer noch an der gleichen Stelle. Und wir müssen diese Geisel befreien und dann noch einen Soldaten. Das große Problem. Wir müssen immer noch die Leute hier rausholen. Ich glaube immer noch nicht, dass nur so wenig Leute hier sind. Also so wenig Leute, das sind halt nur 4 Kinder. Der eine da unten, der Bengel. So, der kleine Knabe hier unten. Ich weiß gar nicht, ich kann ihn mit dem Floyd-System nicht rausholen. Fuck. Das heißt, wenn ich die jetzt unsichtbar mache, unmächtig mache, dann muss ich die alle... Okay, da ist noch welche. Schießen da rum. Ja, da.
Soldiers. No, must be a squad they had out on patrol. Security will be tighter now. Watch yourself.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
Boss, another child soldier has entered the village. Must have been out on patrol. Looks like they had more than one patrol out. Security will be tighter now. Watch yourself.
So, wartet mal. Mal schlafen. Wir müssen vorsichtig sein, wir haben immer noch den kleinen Schokoprinzen hier auf dem Rücken. Und den können wir nicht wegschicken. Oh, fuck. Überall sind diese bekloppten Kinder. Mal die Schnauze halten, Junge. Klein Görn, ey. Komm, Junge, rauf auf jetzt meinen Rücken. Also wir sollen den kleinen Schokoprinzen hier rausholen. Die Geisel.
That's the target prisoner. He's injured. Looks half-starved, too. There's no way he can stand the shock of a Fulton extraction. Get him out by chopper.
So, dann müssen wir jetzt...
Please select a landing zone. The support helicopter requested.
Ach du Scheiße. Wie soll ich denn beide wegbringen?
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
Rangi General ya Bakala. Kilumbu Mosi. Kata ya Bakala.
Oh mein Gott, wir müssen die bis nach da hinten hinbringen. Man kommt, Quatsch nicht so viel. Bleibt mal da liegen. Problem ist, wir müssen die jetzt echt darüber schleppen. Wieso können wir so einen kleinen Schoko-Boy hier nicht einfach an eine... Danke. Wenn mich jemand entdeckt, dann schießt sie automatisch auf die. Da muss ich dann nicht mehr viel machen. Wenig denken, einfach nur laufen. Warte mal hier, Boy. Müssen wir Night Vision anmachen?
Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
Voll viele Tiere, ey. Komm runter, du Pfeife. So, erstmal den. Komm gleich. Ja, ja.
Support helicopter has arrived. Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
So, jetzt sehen Sie die... So, komm. Hopp. Ich könnte jetzt natürlich... Jetzt abgehauen, der blöde Helikopter. Ja, Mann.
Please select a landing. Support helicopter requested.
Digga, wir haben den kleinen...
Clouds approaching.
No, so ein paar kleine... Komm ja schon, du musst hier noch die Giraffen oder Esel oder was auch immer das ist hier. Und hopp weg hier. Krasse Mission. Gerade wenn man auch nicht weiß, wie lange hält jetzt die Narkose.
Arrived at Mother Base.
Mission complete, boss.
Was? Ah, bald voll. Keine Ahnung, was dann passiert, aber bald voll.
Boss, about how we report this one to the client. I'll tell them we took heavy resistance from the renegade platoon, and the hostage was killed in the firefight. Also, their leader wouldn't let himself be taken alive. I doubt the client will pay us for this one. we got a big enough reward from the General's number 2 instead. And as for the number 2, he's saying he wants to join Diamond Dogs. I guess he knows what that means for him. He said, if I'm working for you, I can be number 2 or number 200 for all I care.
Quarantäneplattform wurde gebaut. Wechseln Sie mit Hilfe des Menüs zurück zur Motherbase des iDroids zwischen den Plattformen, während Sie sich in der Luftkommandozentrale befinden. LOL. LOL.
Boss, we have an emergency. Many of our staff are falling ill. At first it seemed like a common cold, but before we knew it, blisters started popping up on their chests and... Damn it. I'll fill you in at the ACC. Just get in the chopper.
Fuck. Wir kriegen alle diese verkackte Krankheit da, die fast jeder hat, dieser Virus. Der auch in dieser Klinik da, wo wir drinne waren. Was wir vorhin als Bilder gesehen haben. Oder in einer anderen Folge als Bilder gesehen haben. Das ist nicht gut. Nee, ist nicht gut. Muss geheilt werden mit guter Pflanze aus Afrika. Hören wir uns das mal an.
Look closely. Those are the symptoms of the infection on Mother Base. The blisters on the body were full of tiny worms. Parasite larvae, most likely. But we couldn't find any adults. It doesn't seem to mature in the body, like a spargatum. We don't know the root of infection, or what causes symptoms to develop. Boss, do you remember seeing these symptoms before? The bodies floating around in the oil facility, the bedridden test subjects at the Devil's House. This epidemic looks just like what we've seen on our hunt for Cypher. So this is the weapon of mass destruction Cypher was working on in Africa. Boss, the situation is urgent. We need to quarantine the infected and contain the pathogen. Priority now is to prevent more casualties. But the problem is, how do we tell who's infected? During the incubation period, we have no way of knowing who's clean. You'll have to try and guess who's infected before they go symptomatic and quarantine them. That'd be easy if we just knew the route or vector of the infection. From now on, if you even suspect a staff member's infected, use your iDroid to order them into quarantine. Given the situation, the men won't submit to quarantine just because I or the medical team tell them to. But they will listen to you. Of course, it's just a temporary measure until we find a permanent solution. But at least they'd be in solitary isolation so they won't infect each other, and we get the mental care they need. If we do nothing, we'll only lose more people. We have no choice. Boss, open your iDroid. I'll explain how to quarantine staff members suspected of infection. Go to the Mother Base menu and select Staff Management. First, take a look at the quarantine facility we've set up. We'll isolate anyone who's already symptomatic at the quarantine facility. But we have to expect that there are multiple staff who are infected, but asymptomatic. So how do we identify them? At present, we have no way to tell them apart. But there has to be something for us to go on. If you notice anything, reassign staff you suspect are infected to the quarantine facility. We'll monitor them and then contact you if there's a change in their condition. Correctly quarantining these asymptomatic infected will reduce the number of new infections. You should continue with your missions as usual. If Cypher is behind this, going after them should help us determine the root cause of this epidemic. Also, until we identify the pathogen, we can't fire or dispatch any staff. We cannot let this thing spread. Boss, get to the bottom of this fast. We're counting on you.
Ja. Ärgerlich. Ja, Netzwerkfehler. Es ist immer das gleiche mit den Netzwerkfehlern, mit diesen Online-Diensten, ist so abgefuckt. So. Was sollen wir jetzt machen?
Caution, rain approaching.
Boss, a new job's come in. It's a hit. I'm the human trafficker who sent Shibani and the others to Nzoyabadiabulu, where you ran into Skullface. The thing is, this guy might know something about the disease that's going around Mother Base. The symptoms are similar to the ones we saw at that factory. Start by checking the mission details on your iDroid.
Please select a mission.
Auf der Jagd. Eliminiere den Menschenhändler, der in Savannah auf der Flucht ist. Laut Berichte dürfte er sich nicht einfach sein, das Ziel zu finden. Okay. Ja, das... Erstmal zu Mother Base.
Select a landing zone. Heading to Mother Base.
Heading to Mother Base. Wir müssen uns mal unsere Leute angucken, Freunde. Wenn die da alle mit dieser Wichse infiziert sind, oder die Hälfte von diesen Kacklappen. Irgendwie müssen wir die ja rausbringen.
Ngesaba tata na mono intangu yandi ibandaka ke sawa namin
Geke salaka tata nange mingi.
Eli lolula mono muzo laka vekutuba
Ukizina unge bingi laka mono. Ukizina unge bingi laka mono.
Hey, Tepe, Eli, what's the matter? Fighting will get you nowhere, Eli.
Er schon wieder.
Cut it out, kid. That ain't a toy. Eli.
Don't call me that! I'm not a kid. You hear me?
Enough.
Ein kleines Eier. Gegen Ocelot kann er nichts machen. Jetzt ein bisschen zu schnell.
On the battlefield, they use one another's nom de guerre. But here, we insist they use their real names. Well, that hasn't sat too well with Eli. Or should I say, Unyoka ya Mbempe. He thinks his boys are letting us grown-ups walk all over him.
Clouds approaching.
Jetzt will ich mal kurz gucken, wie man das macht mit Quarantäne und so eine Scheiße.
Welcome home, boss.
Was geht ab?
Analysis complete.
Boss, you have to get rid of this disease.
Analysis complete.
Give us a development order, boss.
Wie kann ich jetzt erkennen, ob jemand von denen die Scheiße hat oder nicht?
You need combat support, boss? Say the word.
Analysis complete.
Boss!
Manchmal habe ich auch welche gesehen, die haben so komisch gehustet. Oh, es sind so viele Leute immer hier. Ah, da ist bestimmt ein Emblem wieder drin. Vordergrund, Pappkarton.
Select unit.
Ah, den kann man jetzt in die Quarantäneeinrichtung schieben, oder was? Da. Hat jemand genießt? War er das?
Analysis complete.
Irgendjemand hat gerade genießt. Der ist nur müde.
Analysis complete.
Da, der hustet. Ey, du Arsch, wie heißt du?
Boss, will you train with me?
Panzing Dingo. Wie soll ich die Pfeife finden? Warte mal, wo ist der? Pouncing Dingo. Gottes Willen, wie kann ich den anders in die Motherbase?
Send me out on a mission, boss.
Eli is a real handful. We just can't get him to trust adults. I only hope he doesn't cause any serious trouble.
Wie kann ich die alte Drecksau jetzt in die... Sag jetzt nicht, ich muss da den scheiß Namen rausfinden. Panzing Dingo. Wo soll ich die Pfeife finden? Pouncing Dingo. Da kann ich ja... Hier, Pouncing Bosat. Da geht's schon los. Fighting Tiger. Oh mein Gott. Das sind so viele Leute. Der soll in die Krankenkacke, da in diese Quarantäne-Scheiße.
Boss, someone else has turned symptomatic. The staff member's been moved to quarantine, but at this rate we're going to lose everybody. Find out what's causing this and quarantine the infected.
Wie kann ich das machen? Ich will den ja unter Quarantäne stellen, aber wie?
Marker removed.
Da.
Marker removed. Marker placed.
In die Quarantäne mit ihm. Ich kann doch nicht jetzt die ganze Scheiße da. Ich kann doch nicht den Wichser jetzt den Namen von dem raussuchen. Pansing Bung. Wie soll ich das machen? Geh mal auf. Du zisch endlich mal ab, Mann. Nervt, wie er hier rumsteht. Ah, okay, da sehe ich das, wo der drinne ist. In welcher Gruppe.
Thanks for that, boss.
Pouncing Dingo. Alles klar. Ich habe ihn gefunden. Der hustet. Die eklige Sau. Der hat bestimmt diese... So, wo bist du jetzt, du Arschloch? Crawling Hippo. Pouncing Dingo, oder wie der heißt. Pouncing Husky war es nicht, ne? Pouncing Dingo. Schöner Name, wer heißt denn so? Pouncing Husky, Pouncing Bull. Pouncing Dingo, da.
Select unit.
Quarantäne.
Staff has been quarantined.
Alright. We'll quarantine the staff you specified. Did you figure out what's causing the infection?
So, und jetzt müssen wir diese dumme Mission machen. Dieser Infektionskacke. Dafür holen wir mal den Hubschrauber ran.
Please select landing zone
Roger.
confirmed.
This is B-Quad. Arriving shortly at LZ.
Equal.
Please select a mission.
Müssen die Mission da machen.
Boss, there's a target on the run somewhere on the savannah. Your job is to find and eliminate him. He's a logistics officer for the PF known as Rogue Coyote. On the side, however, he colluded with the Buta regime, abducting people from Mbele villages and supplying them as slave labor. That's right. He's a human trafficker. His victims ended up all over the place. Brothels, black market, organ trade, diamond mines. And he was the one who sent Shibani and the other kids to the Devil's House. But then an Mbele rebel group finally added him to their hit list. The target decided it was time to quit, and now he's trying to leave the country. If he makes it back to his country, he'll be no more than a civilian, and he'll avoid facing a court-martial. Like so many other war biz junkies. I'll bet he plans on enjoying.
Ja, wir müssen jetzt den Typen finden. Und natürlich versuchen jetzt,
Remember before, boss? When Quiet attacked one of our guys on Mother Base, stuck a knife in his mouth. He's one of the very few soldiers who've had contact with her recently. Close contact. I don't think it's a coincidence that he was among those who became symptomatic pretty early on in this epidemic. Saliva and blood spatter, an open wound, mucosal infection. Whatever is causing this got inside him then.
Miller, that is a baseless accusation.
The source of the infection is Quiet. Everyone suspects her.
We don't know that. And we've come across these symptoms before. The bodies in the water at the oil field facility, those sick people in the beds at the Devil's House. They're identical to what we've seen while we've been after Cypher. The infection could have come from elsewhere. But at the very least, she does know something.
It's not like she's gonna talk.
No, not through words anyway. But what about her actions? Quiet held a knife to that soldier back then, before he became symptomatic. There must have been a reason for that.
A reason for shoving a knife down the throat of one of our men.
What if she's capable of identifying who's infected? What if she was trying to stop the infection but couldn't communicate that to us? The answer to that, the source of the infection, might be in the mouths of the infected.
You think there's some kind of clue in their mouths?
I don't know. But maybe there's something about the mouths of those who've become symptomatic, something in common.
Something their mouths have in common. Forget it. We can't trust her. Even if she can spot the infected, I don't want her help.
I understand how you feel. But this is something to go on.
Can't you see it's just like I said?
bringing her here was a big mistake. Quiet is gonna be the end of us. Stand down. You've got zero proof. Try to keep an open mind on this, boss. There has to be a way to identify who's infected.
Das könnte natürlich sein, dass Quiet das merkt und deswegen sich nicht mitteilen kann und vielleicht deswegen angegriffen hat.
Look closely. Those are the symptoms of the infection on Mother Base. The blisters on the body were full of tiny worms. Parasite larvae, most likely. But we couldn't find any adults. It doesn't seem to mature in the body, like a spargatum. We don't...
Scheiße, haben wir schon gehört. Wir gehen jetzt zu der verkackten Mission und versuchen die Tricks
Please
zu finden.
select a mission. Mission accepted. Heading to Central Africa.
Ab nach Afrika. So, los geht's, Leute.
Deploying.
Da bin ich mal gespannt. Ich hoffe, wir können die Epidemie aufhalten.
The target is a PF logistics officer who works as a human trafficker on the side. The client wants him dead. He's currently on the run somewhere on the savannah with bodyguards. Unfortunately, we don't know what route they're taking. All we have to go on is a coded transmission sent by the PF at the Ditati abandoned village. It appears to be a workup of the target's security plans, but to decipher it, we'll need an intel file with the encryption key. This key should be at the comms facility at the Ditati abandoned village. Check your iDroid to see what the target looks like, as well as the location of the village. Find the route, find the man.
Ja, so sieht er aus.
The map has been updated.
Be careful down there, boss.
Marker placed.
So, da müssen wir erstmal gucken, dass wir den kriegen, aber nicht mehr
Please
heute,
select a deployment point.
sondern wir sehen uns in der nächsten Folge wieder. Danke fürs Zusehen und tschüss!